Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson, you're watching Nature Nell, and if you're new, thank you for stopping by on this beautiful haul slash preview slash crazy blooms that I have to share with you guys. I literally just came back from an amazing little festival down in Sawgrass by Fort Lauderdale in Florida, and this is my second time going, and lo and behold, who was there? Orchids in Bloom, Pam from Apopka, and she had some amazing stuff that I brought back to preview for you guys because she is holding one of the best international shows here in Florida called the Amazing Thailand. Now this is the only second year that it's running as far as the name Amazing Thailand. The original one was Wellington, but this technically would be her third big show. So if you guys are on the fence about going to this show, I think you're going to change your mind today, because what she has to sell for this show, aside from all the amazing vendors that she brings in, you're going to be in awe, jaw dropped, as I like to say. So anyways, we're going to start with what's back here. And as you can see, I almost just knocked down the phal. As you can see, there's a lot of flowers back there, and I can't wait to share them with you because they are really stunning. So let's start with the one I just smacked. Let's start with a simple standard phal. Now, this is not just any phal, guys. Let me bring it up close so you can see, because the sun is hitting. It's very early in the morning, and at this time the sun hits the highlights and it washes them out. But as you can see, this is not just your everyday standard phal. There's a reason she gave me this and told me you need to take this for your collection. And I was like, once I saw the face of this flower, I was like enamored. So this is the name. It actually has a name. Now, for you guys that know and you've been collecting standard phalaenopsis for a while, they never come with a tag. It's very rare. But this one is so special, it actually has a name. And the best part about it is how this flower is so consistent with its tone and color. Look at this. It's a photocopy of the next one. You know how normally when you buy these, each flower has a different personality? This is basically a photocopy of each other. It is absolutely beautiful. She says she's going to have a lot of these, but here's what happens with these standard phals. They do get hybridized in Asia, and they come up with some beautiful crosses. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. When you get a cross like this, and you pick it up next year, it may be out of the market. And once it's out of the market, sometimes they don't have seedlings. So that is your last opportunity to own that phal. So that does happen quite often. They don't save every single seed from every hybrid that they do. It would be way too much. But something like this, I would get my hands on it quickly, because it'll be out of the market before you know it, and then you miss your opportunity and you're like, man, I wish I would have gotten that. But look at that flower. It is absolutely beautiful. So I am glad she convinced me on this one, because you know I have a lot of standard phals. Now we're going to start putting them here and building up the table, because it looks nice when you do that. And my allergies early in the morning, if you guys don't know, early in the morning, I start with the sniffles. It sounds like I'm getting a cold, but I'm not. Now this really caught my eye. If you guys saw, this is the one that I was making a joke that it transitions from yellow to this really bright orange. And then I said, oh, it identifies as an orange cattleya. Well, I had to bring one of these home with me. Look at that gorgeous flower. Tell me if that flower is not an art piece. Look at the leaves, how healthy they are. You know, guys, don't overlook. Now this, I put them in these as soon as I get home, terracotta pots, because I don't want them tipping over, but they actually came. There's a tag here, and it is very stuck inside, and I'm trying not to break it because it is very well established. And when they're this well established, the tag just gets stuck between the roots. Ah, see, I knew that was going to happen. Well, I'm going to try to get the name from Pam Unfortunately, as you can see, it is really stuck in there. I don't think I could. Let me see, maybe if I try pulling this out slightly. No, it's stuck in there. So I'm not gonna move this right now. I don't like to be tampering with the roots right when you buy the orchid, unless it definitely needs it. This one could stay in here for a while. Now, I know I've said in the past, take them out of the plastic is not good, but here's the reason why. Because if you water them often in this plastic, you will rot the root. So if you're gonna keep them in this plastic, which me personally, I find that when I do this, my cattleyas will do really well for about a year or two even in that plastic. I wanna see the roots coming out of the terracotta. Then I'll take it out of the plastic and pot it in there. So that's what's proven to me to be more successful. I know that a lot of people do it completely different, but in my area, we're very high humidity. That's the way it works for me. And as you guys have seen, my cattleyas are doing great and blooming every blooming cycle. So this beauty here that we just cracked the name, we'll try to get it from, it says RLC lemon tree crossed with an RLC something. Yua? Don't know. Oh man. Now this one is so sweet looking. Look at this beauty. Look how sweet this flower is. What a beauty. She's so perfect. Now this one, I believe please no, this one too.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. It's Louis, my partner. He's going to the farmer's market. All right, guys. So here's the name of this tag, or of this orchid. I'm glad that I got it in one piece. It has violacea, which I love anything with violacea in it because it's going to give me that beautiful tone. Here, let's visit this flower again because it really is a stunning flower. Does it have fragrance? Yes. Oh my God, it's so fragrant. It's a sweet cattleya flower fragrant. Very pretty. So if you guys like this, she will. And I made sure, because I asked her, I said, anything that I'm taking here, do you have enough of will you have enough of in the event? And she says yes. And I said, because I don't want to show anything that when they get there, they're all finished. It's very disappointing. I told her it's not nice. All right, guys. Now this one is one that I've been talking about for a while. And you guys that know, you know. This is the Francis Fox. Now this is the new one that they crossed. Oops. Sorry, when it's early in the morning, anything can happen. Allergies, I drop things. My partner interrupts to go to the farmer's market. So we're just going with it, okay, guys? Now this right here is a beautiful flower. Look at that. This is such a regal flower. And I did have one of these, and unfortunately, I was moving it back and forth to the salon every time it would bloom and then bring it back. And then I put it in an area that got wet for several days. And that's what happens when you start moving your orchids around too much and you have too many and you forget. I'm using a black shirt. I like using these black shirts when I'm showing the flowers because you see how well that silhouette's in the back, or in the front, should I say. So anyways, I didn't realize that I put her in a bad spot and it was just too late and I lost her. And I felt so guilty about that and so awful because I know I could have done something about it and I didn't. So we're gonna try her again. This beauty. Now let's go to the big dogs. This is one of the big dogs. Now I have it hanging here because it's a 2-for-1. It's actually from Pam's, but there was a gentleman, I think him and his friend or his a relative, don't know exactly who he was, but they were selling these beautiful wooden boxes, all handmade, so perfectly done, and the prices were incredible. Now I did hear that Pam may be selling these boxes at the show. I'm already sweating, so early, I'm already sweating, at the Amazing Thailand. So if you guys didn't go to the Sawgrass show and you missed out on this, don't worry about it. She will be selling some of these boxes. She bought a whole bunch from the actual maker. I don't know if they will be at the show. Chances are they may be. If Pam bought from them, she probably invited them to the show. So anyways, great. I don't have their information. They didn't have a lot to look at. They only had like prices. So I'm going to try to get their information and edit it here. If not, then you know that you can get it from Orchids in Bloom. It's not a lost deal. But anyways, I'm first going to show you the flower because it's just stunning. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I picked up. Look at that color. Look at the colors on that. Is that not gorgeous? There's the name. But look at this flower. It's just absolutely beautiful. And the plant itself, I mean, everything she had, the leaves, everything, the canes were perfect. And then when I saw this hanging, I'm like, oh, stop the press. I want one of those. And the best part, I'm not gonna try not to hurt the flower here. This will work. This is easier than I thought. Or I thought. Anyways, I just want to show you guys how well lined this is. It's kind of stuck there, so I'm not gonna. Look at the lining on this with chicken wire. How clever is that? It's plug and play, guys. And you know what? It's heavy. It's not very light. This is not a light, this is not a very light. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's not a very light basket. So that means that this wood is not going to rot away very easy. It's varnished. It's perfectly done. Look at the bottom. I mean, gorgeous. I can see these being sold everywhere, honestly. Like, these guys have something going. Because there's a lot of baskets out there. There's Vina baskets. There's Orchid 365. Ritter's has some, you know, everybody has their own take on baskets. And I love the fact that they're all different. So it's an open market for everyone. And this is one that is different from everybody's baskets. And I got to tell you, I want more of these. They're really, really well done. Even my partner who works with wood, he says that's a very well done basket. He says that wood is really, really good. And the way that they did everything and finished it so precise and beautiful, he says they look way more expensive than what they were. I think I paid $25 for this, maybe 30, I don't know. But either way, like I said, I didn't have a lot of information on these guys. But since they're the new kids on the block, I'm going to try to promote them even more when I see them because they deserve it. This is a great, great product. And like I told you guys, I will always push a product that I find that's great for my own orchid hobby. And it's exciting for me to push it. I don't get anything. I don't get free baskets or anything for that. I'm pushing them because it's a really, really, really good product. And you guys are my most important thing on this channel. I want you guys to get the best out of my channel. So I would never promote anything that I think it's mediocre or, I mean, I may there's certain things that I've shown that do break, but every material breaks down, especially when we use it here at the ranch, which is water and humidity and sun every day. It could break down. But by the most part, you can see when something is going to last a long time. And I think this is going to last. Now, this is the final one that flower that I got from Pam. Definitely not the last. It's absolutely incredibly beautiful. These colors are just like, when I saw it with Wendy, I was like, I have to have that. That's just too beautiful. And so I did get another one. This one's not a hanging one. This one's a lot heavier. But look how perfect this cattleya is for this box. Look at the colors on this. It's like pumpkin and yellow. And then with this beautiful wood varnished. I mean, come on. It was a perfect match. This was a no-brainer whatsoever. And it has so many flowers. So Pam, this one is probably my favorite of all the ones I took. This one is, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, easy peasy. RLC, Star of what? Slam? Slam dunk is what it is. It really is beautiful. So yeah, this haul really turned out to be probably one of my prettiest ones compared to other hauls that I've had, only because it's so floral and so colorful. And it helps the fact that Pam brought a lot to this show to choose from. And then we had these baskets that were amazing from these two gentlemen. I really, really hope to see them more often in the shows. I think they're going to do very well. I predicted a lot of newcomers, and so far my predictions have been right on the money. When I see a newcomer and I really see it's a good quality, I always predict you're going to be a boss in this industry. You're going to do very well. And I said that to Vicky, and look at Vicky. She shot up like a rocket. And so I feel the same way about these people. I feel that they're going to definitely shoot up with this product. It's beautiful. I'm just upset at myself for not stopping there and just getting more information. We were kind of in a rush to do the whole thing really quick because I had things to do. And it's been a crazy weekend, but I'm glad I was able to purchase these boxes. As much as I love these flowers and I'm super happy, I think I'm a little bit happier, or should I say more excited about the boxes. Because they make your orchids look amazing. I mean, look at this. This orchid just went from like, let's say a $55 orchid to like $150 orchid just by looking at it like this. It's beautiful. And that's very important, guys. It's the way you present your orchids. I always say that. Now I have two more. Now those were gifts from one of my top favorite viewers that him and his wife wanted to gift me for my birthday, and they also decided to give me something for my anniversary, because they kind of go side by side. My birthday's in April and my channel anniversary is now on March 17th, and April 5th is my birthday, so they're very close together. And some of you viewers, every year you reach out to me to gift me stuff, and that's very kind of you to acknowledge my anniversary and my birthday. So I'm gonna start with, did I put any of them here? Because I thought I put one here. Here it is. It's right in front of me. This, guys, doesn't have any flowers right now, but I'm gonna put a picture of it. Let me put the name first, because I'm gonna wow you with this flower. You're not gonna believe this flower. Okay, take that name. Make sure you write it. Make sure you do a screenshot, because when you see this flower, are you ready? Boom! Look at that flower. Tell me if that flower is not like outrageously beautiful. When Sal reached out to me, he sent me 2 pictures on that flower. It was that one and another one that was a little pinker, and I'm like, this one is like just something out of a movie, out of Avatar. And so I said, I definitely love this one. And he drove all the way to West Palm Beach from his area, which is about a good 2-hour drive, to pick up that plant, and then 2 hours to come back. So thank you so much, Sal, for doing that. That is so generous. There's just some viewers out there that really, I guess, become super fans of my channel, and when they start collecting, as he's a new collector, he's absorbing everything in my channel, and he says that it's making his growing a lot easier, and he just retired, so it's giving him something to really tag on and enjoy his retirement years on growing orchids. And he's doing a great job. He sent me some photos and he's way better than he thinks. I don't think he realizes how good he is. But he always calls me the sensei, and I call him Grasshopper because he's just absorbing everything I put on my channel, everything. And so in return, he's always very generous because he says that I have taught him a lot and that the channel gives a lot back. So thank you. Thank you for the gift. I have one more. I have it here. All right, now this one, when I saw the picture, he says, oh, this is what's tagging along with your anniversary gift. And we were joking about the look of it because it's really not the most attractive of orchids. But what I have to say is it is one of the coolest. Look at this. It's like a succulent. It looks like a cactus of some sort. Reminds me of the Miss Joaquin, but here we go. I think you can see the name there. But anyways, the flower of this orchid, this is a sun orchid, guys. When you see them like this and you see how pruny this is, I got to start hitting this with water. And I'm going to hit it with water for about a good 10-15 minutes, so that way it absorbs the most, because they tend to dry up a lot. But these are orchids that like to be in the sun. Will I put this in the sun right away? Absolutely not, because it's dehydrating a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I put it under the screen house, start watering it. When it plumps back up, then I slowly start acclimating it into the sun. Now, I still don't know if I want to keep it in full sun or if I want to keep it in semi-sun, but it looks like something that I would definitely keep out close to the sun. And I can't wait to see this flower. It's a very, very beautiful pink flower. I'm running out of space here. All right, so let's see where I can put you. Put you right here. It's a very lightweight orchid. And that's it, guys. That is the entire haul for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed what I have. I would love to see you guys at Amazing Thailand. Whew, it is picking up heat. It is so early. As you guys can hear, there's no noise. It's just moi and nature, how I like it. But I hope to see you guys at the Amazing Thailand show. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, I'm going to try to make it there every single day. I told Pam that I like to be there every day and just spend the weekend like in a Buddhist retreat type of thing, because it is inside a Buddhist temple. Well, it's in the temple grounds. It's not inside the temple. It's outdoors by their canopy of trees. It really is beautiful. You walk amongst all these trees. You're never in full sun. They have great Thai food. Pam does this crazy like traditional Thai decoration in the center of the show, which is millions of fowls everywhere and dendrobiums, and she does these arrangements, and it's very, very striking. And also the great vendors that she invites over. She has international and local vendors, so you guys will get a little bit of both. I think admission is $10, I'm not sure. Plenty of parking space, and it's a great way to spend your weekend. You're not just going to a vendor, it's a whole experience that you're gonna get. So it's definitely worth your money and your time. You know, I say when you're spending time amongst flowers and things that make you happy, you know, any money you spend on that is justifiable. All right, so that's it. I think that's all I have to say about these flowers and these things that I brought back home. I can't wait now to start putting them back in their spaces. I don't know where I'm gonna put them because I did start with a lot of space, and guess what? We're running out, and I'm going to Apopka very soon in April, so I always do very well when I come back from Apopka because there's just so much to pick from. So anyways, I will see you in the next episode. I am Nelson, you're watching H&L, and remember to always keep it green and floral. See you next time.